All right.
All
We are
right.
live. Yay. Live, live,
Yay!
live, live, live. Okay.
Do I
Awesome.
sound echoey or something?
Let me see. Say something again.
Something.
A little bit,
Uh-oh.
but it's not like disruptive.
Okay, how about now?
I think you sound well.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I noticed the problem. It was this.
Oh, man.
I turned
I
it off.
forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. From the headphones, and then they have like the little mic attached to it. Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
but anyway, yes. So I'm Tamika. It's Tamara.
Hello.
Welcome to the Two Blurred Girls podcast.
Hmm.
Awesome. We're gonna
Awesome.
talk about Marvel's What If episode 1 through 4.
Hmm.
It's been an hour and some change.
It would be a fun hour, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it
It would
would.
be fun.
It will be. It will be
It will be.
awesome. All right. So let's just dive in.
Yeah.
Yay. What did you think
So,
about episode 1?
oh, thank you, PJ. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if he's gonna notice and people will notice my
I
shirt. Of course,
know.
I
Tell me
guess
where you got your shirt from.
I don't remember.
Oh no.
I had it since last year. I had it
Oh
since
dear.
last year.
This is not
And
going
plus
to
I
work
have mom
out.
brain. I have mom brain.
For our audience that's listening, Tamara has a sky blue Nickelodeon hoodie.
Hmm.
Well, I think it's Hey Arnold characters. I forgot her name.
Rugrats
Yep, and Rugrats.
and
And a
Stimpy.
Nickelodeon symbol in the
Yeah, oh
middle.
yeah, and Rocco. He's on the sleeve.
Rocco's on the sleeve.
And there's
And then
Stimpy.
it's Stampy. Yes.
I just think it's funny that Ren and Stimpy was on Nickelodeon.
That show, that's another show for another time.
Yeah, I
But
know.
we should make a segment about just like shows we grew up with that had no business being on any of the children network. Oh,
Oh, well, we had the best generation. But
that's
anyways,
why we're cynical now.
well, no, we're the best generation. Well,
Well,
I
they
would just
for
say
society
the
blames us for everything.
yeah, I'll just say from 81
Mhm.
to 89, we're the best generation because we grew up in the 80s. There we
Yeah,
go.
awesome. Boom.
Sorry, 90s kids. I love you guys, but 80s is still the
Not
best.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, episode 1 of Marvel's What If. I thought this episode was interesting and it was very controversial because people were like, "What about Sam? The Falcon was is Captain America, not Peggy Carter." I'm like, guys, Peggy was around before Sam.
Hmm.
This is 1940s.
Hmm.
Not 2000s
Hmm.
because Peggy would have been an older woman
Yeah.
in a hospital bed not doing nothing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Steve would have been a handsome man,
Hmm.
aka Captain America.
Hmm.
It was based in the 1940s.
Yes.
Peggy is Captain Carter,
Uh-huh.
not Captain America.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
But it was an interesting episode, and I just thought that it was pretty cool to see what like I like the part where it's like, what if Peggy took the serum and not Steve? And a lot of people were making jokes that Peggy can lift up Steve and kiss him and everything and stuff like that. But I just thought it was funny. But I enjoyed the episode and I didn't see no problem with it. I don't understand why people got upset at the fact that Peggy Carter was like, what if she had the serum and not Steve Rogers? It's not like she took Sam's spot. And Sam wasn't around in 1940s. He was never thought of because Sam's probably was born in the 70s. So yeah, it was a good episode. I just like the fact that some of the parts that they did in What If was the same way as Captain America, the first
Yeah,
Avenger.
yeah.
Yeah. And I liked how they had the voice actors. Only person that wasn't the same was Steve. That wasn't my Chris
Mhm,
Evans.
mhm.
That wasn't his voice. It
Yeah.
would have been nice if Chris Evans was on that episode so I can hear his nice voice, but he wasn't. So I'm good.
Yeah, I forgot why he wasn't. I think he had another movie or something, some kind of
Probably.
scheduling conflict. The reason
Yeah.
why he wasn't on, he couldn't reprise his role as
Yeah.
Captain. Well, as
Sorry,
Steve Rogers.
Lizzo. Yeah, I know that's your boo thing, but I don't know who saw him first.
Mm,
But
mm,
girl, I tell you something. It would have been
mm,
nice to hear his voice
mm.
in that
Well, what's
episode.
weird is the actor sounds exactly like Steve Evans. Chris Evans.
Yes.
Sorry.
Steve Evans.
Steve Evans. I gave him a new name.
That's Chris Evans' new name,
Steve
Steve.
Evans. Yeah, that's his new name now. I dubbed these Steve Evans. Boom. Oh, let's see. PJ said, I personally I liked Steve becoming the first Iron Man. It
Hmm.
made me feel that no matter what universe Steve is in, he's destined to become a hero.
Yes.
Yes.
He was
Good
still a
point.
hero.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
was Iron Man. Yep.
Yes, yes. I like you said, I like this series. The whole concept. They're just
Hmm.
basically taking like all the Marvel movies,
Yeah.
but they're changing the script up a bit. Like this is like the Marvel movies we know are on whatever universe. I forgot our universe. And
Hmm.
this series takes place on alternate universes.
Hmm.
And I like that concept, what if? Because
Yeah.
when I first saw the episode, I was like, okay, Steve is shot, right?
Hmm.
Um, and they're like, okay, well, who's gonna do this super serum? Who's gonna
Hmm.
get in here? And Peggy's like, oh, I'll do it. Which I was like, that's badass. And then
Yeah.
she came out all pumped and ripped. And then you
Hmm.
have the generals that are like, oh, I can't believe this. A woman is the super serum and da da da. Oh, what
Hmm.
a waste of money on this project on a woman. I was like,
Hmm.
okay, well, this woman kicked ass.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think, so is she Captain Peggy? I was trying to figure out how her uniform was gonna look like. And when they showed it, I
Hmm.
was like, that makes so much sense because she's British.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay. Well, it's even cooler. She's just representing
Hmm.
her country.
Hmm.
And I'm sure there's gonna be controversy about that too.
Well, yeah, it's mostly people. It's like some people were upset that she was a female
Hmm.
Captain America, even though she wasn't Captain America, she's British.
Hmm.
Um, they are upset that because apparently Sam was supposed to be Captain America, not Peggy Carter. Carter. Why does it have to be a white female always taking away a black man's thing? Hello, people. Sam was not born around the 1940s. This is 1940s. Hello. And thirdly, the flag. And it's just like people will complain about it no matter what. And I just feel like it's so stupid. But I like the fact that on how in the episode is like what you said about, oh, it's a female, how it's over, it's ruined. And Peggy was just like looking at him and say, huh, I'll show you.
Yeah.
And she was a badass. Like literally, she kicked ass. And
Yes.
then once they found out that how good she was and what she did for the country, they was like, "Oh yeah, I recorded her. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
did that." And she was like, "No, you didn't. You was a
Mm-mm.
jackass. What the fuck?"
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like,
And
"Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I did
going
that."
to PJ's point, because I was wondering, well, what role does Steve play in this?
Mm-hmm.
Since Peggy is Captain Carter, and I like that he too had a path of destiny, like PJ was
Mm-hmm.
saying, to be a hero. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even picture him as Iron Man,
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that either.
or
And
the
then when I
Hydra
saw him,
Trooper, as they called him.
yeah, when I saw him in that suit, I was like, "That is a good idea."
Yeah, because he was paralyzed still.
Yeah.
from being shot,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. It's kind of amazing
Yeah.
that this suit empowered him. It-
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But there's
prototype.
like, and the thing is like for this episode, there was a couple of things that were different. Because
Hmm.
do you remember like there was a pun too in the story
Yes.
because Bucky, when he almost fell off the train, she grabbed him by his arm and pulled him up, and he was like, and she's like, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah, but my arm's still attached though," because
Yeah.
she was so strong that she could literally rip his arm off.
Oh
That's
yeah.
how strong she was,
Hmm.
and I just
Yeah.
like that pun. I was like, "Ha ha!" I got that reference.
Yeah. I got that one.
Yeah, I got
I got
that.
that reference.
I understood that
I
reference.
understood that reference. Yes.
We turn to Steve. I understood that
I
reference. I get
understood
it.
that one. I
Yeah.
understood that one. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole episode was pretty neat.
Hmm.
And you know, Peggy fighting the Hydra monster. I don't know what that is called.
It was like a well, I wouldn't
Because
say a
Red
high.
Skull brought him back. So all
Yes.
the events played out, but Red Skull conjured up this whatever it is.
Monster.
It looked
Yeah.
like Cthulhu, to be
Uh-huh.
honest, that was coming through a portal. And then
Mhm.
Peggy pretty much pushed him back in the portal.
Mhm.
But then she spun off 70 years
Mhm.
and she saved the universe. But, you know, she didn't get that dance with Steve.
No. And the thing is it's like it didn't end like how Steve was in the like when his plane crashed, he was like his in a watery grave, like all ice and
Mhm.
everything. She went through a portal. A lot of people thought that she was dead.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then when she came out of the portal, she had the sword and the creature's pieces, body parts all over the place. And then all of a sudden you see Nick Fury, and was that Black Widow with him? Or
Uh,
was that Hawkeye?
Barton. Yeah, it was
Barton?
Hawkeye. Yeah.
Okay, so they were with him, and I think she mentioned something about Steve, and he was like, this is years later. And she was like, what?
Yeah. He was like, right, because I saved the universe. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mm, mm, mm.
So yeah, this story ended pretty different, like if differently, and I like the series so far. The What If?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
wish they can do it
Uh-huh.
in a movie form, but it's okay.
Ooh, man. Oh, you mean like maybe turn into a Disney series?
Yes.
Yes. That would be awesome.
Hmm.
Oh.
So
But yeah, so moving on to episode 2.
I'm not ready.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, I'm not ready for episode 2. You
Do
know what I mean?
take a moment.
Well, I can't.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and talk about episode 2.
Oh. Well, what's going on?
You know what's going on. Talk about
Oh,
episode 2 and you'll find out.
oh, okay. Well, in episode 2, this is Chadwick Boseman's last Marvel basically appearance. Well, his
Yes, that's why I
voice.
said I'm not ready.
Yeah. And the concept is, what if T'Challa became Star-Lord?
Yeah.
And it's a wild concept.
Mm-hmm.
But, T'Challa as a kid, and then, he always wanted to be away from Wakanda, which I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why anybody would want to leave. But anyway, he's like, I want to explore, I want to be adventurous. His dad's like, no, you belong in Wakanda, you're a prince, blah, blah, blah. So
Mm-hmm.
all that's the same, but
Yeah.
he ventures off, and then Yondu,
Yes.
yeah, Yondu, he like basically captures him
Mm-hmm.
and the other Ravengers. So basically, think T'Challa, like, but in what's his name? Yeah, Star Lord's place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peter Quill's
yeah,
place.
Peter Quill's place.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just thought that scene was hilarious.
yeah, the fanboy scene.
No, well, when they said that, does this look like Peter to you? They was like, no, but it's a child.
Yes,
And he
I
showed the
remember
picture
that.
of Peter, and he was like, "Peter's a white boy.
Yeah.
This is not a white boy."
No. He's like,
Hello.
I don't know.
It was
He's a
like, it
cow.
doesn't matter. It's a child.
And
He's
then
like,
he was like, I don't have time for this, sure.
okay, sure, let's go. Whatever.
Yeah. And then, everything else was the same because he was like, I raised you like you were my son. And I was like,
Mm.
whoa, this is weird. But okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but you still not ready?
I might as well talk about it because I really not ready. But I just thought it was interesting on how it was like a lot of people took a turn, like was amazed, like seeing Thanos
Mm-hmm.
and Nebula in that same spot, but there weren't like the characters from the movie.
Oh, yes.
Nebula had long blonde hair, very pretty girl. She still is a pretty girl, bald headed, but still, her style was different. And then Thanos was like, well, I was thinking about doing something and I thought it would have been great, but T'Challa here, or whatever they call him, Star-Lord, was
Mm-hmm.
like, helped me change my mind, and now I'm part of the team. And it was like, that sounds like genocide. He's like, it's not genocide. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's genocide. He's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
just want to wipe out half the population.
It's
Like,
just
this
half of
is
the
genocide.
population, but
But
that's
you can
still,
start over.
yeah, the people are like, that's still genocide. He's like, nah, it's not,
No,
nah. And
you
it was like
just
in the
instigate.
bar. Yeah. But I just like how they talked about on what they had to do, and like it was just interesting how it all was all played out and
Mhm.
what they had to do. And at first we thought that Nebula would backstab them, but come to find out it was part of the plan. And I freaked out when I saw Howard the Duck.
Oh, yes.
Now, a lot of people don't know much about Howard the Duck.
Mm.
Again, 80s baby here. Howard the Duck movie came out in the 80s. It wasn't good. Remember, it's the 80s, but it's Howard the freaking Duck.
Man,
Okay?
I got so many stories about that movie, especially that
Yes.
duck in the bathtub,
Oh, gosh.
the naked duck in the
The naked
bathtub.
duck in a
Yeah.
bathtub. But again, that's how it was
Animatronic.
back in the day.
Man, that.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I freaked out when I saw Howard Duck and T'Challa in the same thing. And I'm deep down, I kind of wish he was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but he wasn't a talkative character. And I
Yeah.
wish that he was.
Yes.
So we saw a glimpse of him, but he wasn't like, oh, he was like yada, 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 yada. He wasn't talking a lot. But and what if he was talking? I'm like, Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
So,
Talking and sipping his martinis,
yeah, he was like
living
wearing
the
a nice
life.
suit and
Yeah.
everything,
No
telling T'Challa
pants.
where everything is and
No
stuff like
pants
that.
Friday. Yeah.
Nope. So
uh,
it was good. I liked that episode. I enjoyed it very much. I was sad, but I enjoyed it. So.
yeah. I just find it interesting. Like T'Challa took a Robin Hood approach. I guess you could
Mm-hmm.
say Peter Quill eventually became sort of Robin Hood ish
Mm-hmm.
in a sense, and his merry men. But
Yeah.
T'Challa took it, but it also felt like Ocean's 12 because they were
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna do this heist,
Yeah.
and I forgot what he was stealing. I think an orb.
Oh, they were stealing like the ship. It was the ship because
Mm-hmm.
the collector
Yes.
had the ship from Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
And basically T'Challa thought that Wakanda was destroyed, but
Yes.
it wasn't. They
No.
were looking for him, and Nebula knew that, about the ship, but I think deep down, I think T'Challa knew after Nebula and him had a talk about it, and it's like make Yondu just make him feel so bad for not telling T'Challa about it.
Mm-hmm.
But before that scene, you remember the first scene with in the original movie in Guardians of the Galaxy. You remember when they came in and they saw Peter trying to steal the orb,
Yes.
and they asked him, "Who are you?" And he's like,
Yes.
"I'm Star-Lord." And they'd be like, "Who?"
Ooh.
He's like Star-Lord. But when it was T'Challa as Star-Lord, they was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Star-Lord. Can I get a picture? Da-da-da-da-da. Can I
Yeah.
get your autograph?" I just thought
Yeah.
that was so
Is it
funny.
okay if I like shoot you here?
You
It's
can
such an
punch me.
honor to shoot
Yeah,
you.
it's so honored. Oh, he punched me. Oh my god.
Oh gosh, he punched me.
Yeah, and now I'm part of the crew. Yeah,
Yay.
he took me as his prisoner.
Yeah, and then T'Challa reforming all the criminals in the galaxy.
Yeah.
You know, like we were talking about, you got Thanos and Nebula,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, he has like this savior
Yeah.
syndrome with everywhere he goes. And I was
He
joking about that. Like it's like T'Challa was destined for greatness.
yes.
Like in this universe, he's greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was before in Wakanda, greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Just destined.
Mm-hmm. He just didn't have that "I don't care" attitude.
Yeah, because he cared a little too much. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Nebula and Thanos to work out their daughter daddy issues." You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "What is this?"
Yeah. It was just like, it was an interesting what if, because T'Challa's dad didn't get killed
Yeah.
like in Civil War. And that's why he's like, he wasn't like, "I don't care" kind of thing. He's like,
Mhm,
"You know what? I'm here to help you. You know what? Let's do this. We all in this together." And that's
yeah.
why everybody loved him. That's why he
Mhm,
was super popular
mhm.
and everything. So I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Peter wasn't popular, but T'Challa was.
Interesting, interesting. And then the collector, like he got buffed up,
Mhm.
and he collected Hela's headpiece, her
Mhm.
sword. So you saw everything from the previous movies,
Mhm.
like all the weapons and headpieces that the other characters had, he
Mhm.
possessed in his collection. And I was like, okay, this is weird as hell. Like, I don't know what he's on, but it's hard to defeat
Steroids.
the guy. Yeah, he's
It's
on
part of the
something.
serum.
Man, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he was a strong dude, but that scene, like, he used Hela's magic, he
Mhm.
used the shield, he even had the glove with the stones on it. Didn't he have the glove with the
Oh,
stones on
did
it?
he?
Did he? I don't know, but he had something. But uh Yandu came in to help, but he broke the
Yeah, his
thing,
arrow.
his arrow, but he broke the arrow. But yet T'Challa was still there to save the day. He tricked him.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
tricked him.
destined for
And
greatness.
yeah, and the thing is like, people thought that Nebula backstabbed them, and she's like, "No, it was part of the plan.
Mm,
It was all part of the plan."
mm, mm, mm.
But they was able to take the ship. They went back to Wakanda, and Thanos was telling his story again, and people still said that that sounds like genocide.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, it's not genocide. I wasn't trying to do genocides. I could have." To me, it sounds like genocide.
Yeah. And then it was like one big family reunion because
Mm-hmm.
T'Challa brought his new family
Mm-hmm.
to Wakanda, and
Yeah.
Yondu met his T'Challa's dad.
Uh
And it's like,
huh.
this is my stepdad. He's meeting my actual father.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was just pretty neat. It was
Yeah.
like a neat little bow. And then it goes into like the weird part of Peter Quill working at
And Dairy
Dairy
Queen.
Queen, mopping the floors at night. Still
Yeah.
listen to his music now.
Yeah.
That didn't change. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that he got a minimum wage job at Dairy Queen.
Yes. And his dad came back to talk to him.
So his dad, he was always destined to meet his dad. Is
Yes.
basically what I got from that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder how that's gonna play out though.
I don't know. It was just weird how it ended. But
Yeah,
we will find out sooner or later.
what the ending, they paid tribute to Chadwick
Chadwick.
and it was
Mm-hmm.
like rest in power king.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really, really sad
Yeah.
ending. Mm,
Yeah, I wasn't ready, but that's okay.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But do you want to take a quick break, really quick?
yeah. Yeah. Do you want to talk about your fundraiser?
Yes. My we two Blur girls and our friends, movie lovers unite, decided to come together to do a fundraiser for people who are affected of Hurricane Ida, and also, please do not come after me for this, but I am an independent Cincy consultant. I signed up to do this to be very helpful for this. I'm doing a fundraiser to donate to Red Cross for the people who are affected by Hurricane Ida. And we will share our link. So feel free to go on the link that's shared in our videos to help put your donations towards that fundraiser. And I can just tell you 20% of what is made will go towards that. And yeah, 25% actually. I'm sorry. 25% will go towards that. So
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll have the link on our YouTube and all our social media pages.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything to help the recovery effort out there.
Yeah.
So they need a lot of help.
Yeah,
So
because our friend was affected by it, but not as bad as some people.
oh, yeah.
His town was hit by Ida. My area was like, we just got the rain, but it wasn't as bad. I live in North Florida, near the Gulf. So it's just like, I think it's mostly for people in Louisiana, New Orleans, actually, that has the worst, and I know right now most of it is in New York and Pennsylvania, because one of my other friends, she's from Philly, and I saw the pictures in a lot of places, like the underground is flooded.
Oh, wow.
New York underground flooded. They had to stop all the trains and everything. So yeah, Ida is bringing like the rain up there. It just went up there. So yeah, it's a lot of flood. So
yeah. So like you said, if you feel up to it, donate with any amount.
Yeah. And the thing is like you'll go under the link, and once the fundraiser is over, whatever we raise from that, 25% of that will go towards Red Cross. And you don't have to worry about it. I do all of it. So yeah, I'm able to help my friends. So
awesome. Yeah. Well, like we said, we'll have that link shortly. Awesome. Thanks, Tamara. Thanks for doing it.
You're welcome. I was a little nervous to talk about it, but the only thing to help my friend to reach his goal and everything, that would be great. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that we'll hit the goal. So.
Yeah, let's do it to Blur Girls Nation. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
And Movie Lovers Unite folks, I don't know what they're called, maybe Nation as well.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you just go ahead and put Nations at the end.
Yes. Big shout out to John from Movie Lovers Unite.
Yes.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Movie Lovers Unite. Let's do this.
Hi, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into episode 3.
Episode 3.
Movie Lovers Nation. Okay, so it's Movie Lovers Nation. Okay.
Yay! So we got 2 Blur Girls Nations and Movie Lovers Nations. Boom!
Always trying to copy after us, but it's fine. Anyway,
everything's fine.
Yeah, episode 3. It seems like it's taking place during the events of Iron Man 2.
Yes.
Which is the one that people are kind of iffy about.
Yeah, I thought this episode, I kind of was like, damn, what the heck is going on? Because another thing, again, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr.,
whatever,
ScarJo, and what's his name? Mark. He was in there. ScarJo and Robert Downey Jr., they were not the original voices of their characters. At first, I thought ScarJo was the voice of Black Widow because it sounded just like her.
Yeah.
It sounded just like her, but it wasn't her. It
Oh,
was somebody
wow.
else.
Oh, dear.
But that's the best thing about being a voice
Deception.
actress. Yeah. The TVA might show up on your show again.
Yes, John, we gotta get through this, okay? Please. Yes, continue, Tamara.
Oh gosh. But anyways, they went to talk to Tony about having him join the Avengers. Natasha had the needle and she got him in the neck, but apparently he died. And they put the blame on Natasha, but she was like, I didn't kill him. But they're making it say that I killed him, but I didn't kill him. But Nick Fury kind of had a feeling it wasn't Natasha. So he knows Natasha. He knows how good she is. She ain't going to stay handcuffed for very long. And he was like, okay, once you get in there, you get free. Go do more research about this. And we need to find out what's really going on. And she's like, okay, I got you. And I just thought it was funny. She's like, can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, sure. Huh?
Man.
She was slick. She was a smart woman.
Always slick. I knew some of her tricks.
Yeah.
Like, how did she get out those handcuffs so fast?
She's Black Widow. She's Black Widow.
I need some of that.
And then Thor, the scene with Thor, Coulson was like, there's a blonde man with nice hair.
Yeah. Really gorgeous hair.
With really gorgeous hair. He's like, wait, what? And then Barton was like, oh, he's not lying. He does have gorgeous hair.
Yeah.
But he had the arrow. And then Thor was trying to get his hammer.
Yeah. From Thor, the first.
Yeah. From that first Thor. And he was trying to get his hammer. And Nick Fury told him to stand down. And he was like, okay, are you sure? Are you sure? And then there was lightning. All of a sudden, his arrow, he let go, and then it hit Thor. Thor died. And Barton got blamed for that. But he's like, I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot. And he was like, well, that is your arrow, so you're going to jail.
Yeah.
And then he died. While he was held captive. And it was like, how did he die? What in the world is going on? So they was trying to do more research. And then Natasha was with what's her name? It was Bruce Banner's girl. It was Jennifer or something. I don't know what her name is. But his boo thing.
I forgot her name. Yeah.
And she was trying to see like if she can find out what happened. And she was like, well, the serum is still in there. And she's like, what do you mean it's still in there? And she's like, well, it looks like it broke off and it's still in there. And then she also noticed that someone else was in the room. And it was Bruce. And he was hiding in the closet. And then when her dad, the girl's dad, Bruce's boo thing's dad, was showing up, Bruce got shot, but he really didn't get shot. And then he turned into the Hulk. And then when he was in the Hulk, all of a sudden he became really big and he blew up. And I was like, dang, that's a horrible death. That's a horrible death.
Yeah, they're just knocking off all the Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
And then when Natasha did more research, she found out about Pym's daughter.
Yeah, Hope. Yeah.
Hope. And she was like, Hope. Oh, thanks, PJ. It's Betty. Her name is Betty.
Oh, Betty Ross. Okay.
Yes, Betty.
Hope.
She's still Bruce's boo thing.
Name Betty Ross.
Yeah, Betty Ross. And then Black Widow got killed. And I was like, wait a minute. Because at first, when that incident happened, I was thinking of Ant-Man. He was the only person I could think of. But I couldn't. And then it didn't hit me until I was like, Pym, because he was Ant-Man first. It was him. So when they went to Hope's gravesite, that's when he finally showed up. But Loki, oh, that was my favorite scene.
Yeah, Loki came like in the midst of this to avenge his brother's death because now he's Prince Loki.
Yes, he is Prince Loki. But he was like, once I find that person who kills my brother, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah. And when Natasha, before she passed, very
Natasha.
sadly.
Yeah. She
uh
couldn't get him because he was so tiny.
yeah, she left a message on Fury's cell phone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hope is the key, basically, is hope.
Yeah, hope is key. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Oh, wait." So he made a deal with Loki to
Yep.
confront Hank,
Mm-hmm.
which was an awesome deal because he just kind of manifested himself into these multiple images of Nick Fury,
Yeah.
which is like
Yeah.
basically multiple images of Samuel L. Jackson, and I was living for it.
Yeah. Me too.
I was like, "Yes, give me
Yeah.
more Samuel L. Jackson.
Give me more.
Give me." Sorry.
Don't do that while I'm drinking my water.
But yeah, we find out the real reason Hank is pissed because
Yeah.
he said Hope was fighting for Shield and you guys killed her,
But
and
she
now I'm just gonna take out all y'all Avengers.
mm-hmm. Not realizing that Hope died for what she wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what Fury was trying to tell him. He was like, Hope died for a cause she believed in.
Yeah. And you're gonna decide to kill people who are not Avengers just yet?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, so you can feel how I feel.
Yeah,
That is a dumb thing that I've ever heard. What the
yeah,
hell is wrong with you? But guess who's gonna get killed himself by Prince Loki?
yeah.
But I did like I think it's hilarious on how Coulson was sniffing Thor. He's like, he smells like lavender. I was like,
What an odd thing to say to somebody.
he is like, he's what you call it, decaying, but he smells like lavender. What the
Oh, that would be a pleasant scent if you were decaying. If
Yeah.
you just smelled like lavender or vanilla.
I guess it's like that's a God thing. You don't smell like crap. You smell like lavender. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I was like, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so his
That's worse than the one
obsession,
with Captain America.
his obsession as with Captain America turned to Thor.
Yeah. The
Mm,
dead body. The
okay.
dead version of
He probably
Thor.
cut off a lock of his hair and put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably sniffing all the lavender.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, that decaying smell.
Oh yeah, yum.
Oh, I want it in a lotion bottle.
Yeah, at first, I fangirled too early. I thought it was zombies, but it wasn't. I was so sad. I was like, damn it. I want zombies.
You want a zombie Thor,
No,
but he may
yeah.
smell like lavender still as a
Yeah,
zombie.
but I don't care about Hank. Give me zombies.
Mm-hmm. I want a lavender smelling zombie
Zombie. Yeah, give me the zombies, please.
that likes brains.
Yes, brains.
But I don't want a zombie that smells good because then I would be captivated by the smell and then it'll be easy for them to eat my brains.
Well, yeah, at
'Cause
least you
I'm like,
turn
oh, you
into
smell so good. Oh, no, he bit me. And I'm like,
yeah, and then
worth
you turn into
it.
one of them. He's like,
Worth it. He smells so good. Worth
oh,
it.
he smells. It's worth it. It's worth it. And you
Worth
turn
it.
one of them.
Ooh, now I smell like lavender. I mean, my
Ooh,
skin's decaying, but I smell like lavender now. This is awesome.
yeah, brains.
Worth it. So anyway, wrapping up episode 3.
Yes.
Yeah, Loki announces at the UN that the Earth is under his command.
Yeah.
Subject.
He became the king of the earth. President Loki.
That's all Fury's fault.
Loki.
That's Nick's
Yeah.
fault.
I don't care. I like it.
But I was thinking about the very end, and I was like, "Oh, Tamara's gonna be pissed."
About what?
When Nick finds Captain America's shield.
Oh yeah.
Captain Marvel's there, and
Yeah.
then she's like, "Oh, I found your shield." I guess
Yeah.
she was gonna take over as Captain America.
Yeah. John Henry was like, "Did you see your favorite part?" I'm like, "Shut up."
Right before the anniversary, does he not want a gift?
I know, right? You get nothing.
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 Okay, you guys, let me just say,
Okay.
I
Let
think
it out, Pat.
the movie fucked it up for me. I read the
Let it
Captain
out.
Marvel comics. I thought
Let
she
it
was
out.
cool, but I don't like the movie version. There.
Mhm.
I'm,
Mhm. All right. You
that's like,
okay now? You
yes,
all
I'm
right?
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right now. All right. All right. Well, we're gonna roll on to episode 4, which was really sad, but
Yes.
very powerful and poignant to me.
Yes.
There's a
Mhm.
very good point to the episode 4, which was basically Doctor Strange. This
Mhm.
is like all like Stephen Strange and Christina or
Uh-huh.
Christine. Um, the in Doctor Strange the movie, Stephen was going to a award ceremony.
Yep, he was
If
by
we all
himself.
remember that, and he was by himself.
Mhm.
So in this universe, Christine is with him, and they're both traveling.
Mhm.
Now it's about the same thing. I think in the movie he tried to pass a truck too. I
Yes, I
believe.
think
Yeah.
so.
So it's the same traffic mistakes he made, like
Mhm.
if it's a 2 lane, don't pass the truck, just be
Mhm.
patient. That's just a cautionary tale. But anyway, a lot of stuff happened. Basically it was an accident.
Mhm.
And just like, in the movie, he plummeted over the cliff. But this time, Steven is alive and his hands
Yes.
are well, but
Yes.
Christine died.
Yeah.
And everything was based on her death. Like, if
Yes.
she didn't die, her death was a poignant moment
Mhm.
or absolute moment in time that put the events in motion for him to become Sorcerer Supreme.
Mhm.
And he was just stricken, even though he was Sorcerer Supreme. He got the Eye of Dormammu, and um, yeah, he just had all the status.
Mhm.
But every day he was just thinking about Christine.
Mhm.
And he was like, I need to time travel. I need to go back. I need to see if there's something I can do to change the events of this time.
Mhm.
And everything he did, he ended up in a time loop where
Yes.
she died in every possible scenario. Even when he didn't even pick her up, he's like, okay, I'm gonna stay at the bar this time. She still died.
Yep.
And like the previous sorcerer supreme, I forgot her name, but I did call her OG Sorcerer Supreme. She probably is. I think it's Dormammu who was. But anyway, she was just saying like her death is inevitable. She
Mhm.
has to die so that you could take on the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme and protect the universe.
Mhm.
But he was like, no, there has to be something that I
Mhm.
can do to change this because she's the love of my life.
Right.
All this status, all this power, yes, I'm over the universe, but this is the love of my life,
Right.
you know, the ancient one. Thank you, PJ. Not OG Sorcerer Supreme. But yeah, the ancient one,
The
So
ancient one.
he what was it? I think he was doing research and
Mhm.
he wanted to go, oh gosh, I forgot where. But anyway, sorcerer, the ancient one. Sorry, not
Mhm.
OG Sorcerer Supreme.
Well,
She
we can still give
stopped
her
him.
that nickname. I don't
Okay, cool.
mind.
Yeah, cool. She tried to stop Steven, and like I said, she explained to him, "It's nothing you can do." And
Right.
he was like, "No, there is something I can do."
Mhm.
So he traveled to find another sorcerer, I
Mhm.
believe, and um, fill in the blanks.
Well, he found the other sorcerer,
Yeah.
so that he could do more research on how he can, you know, make sure that this will help keep Christine alive. And I thought it was funny that uh, he saw that he was wearing Armani. He thought his name was Armani, and he was like, "No, my name is Strange." And he was like, "Yes, Armani is kind of strange." He was like,
Yes.
"Oh, okay." But he
Yeah.
did all his research. He found the gnome, all of this other animals and stuff like that. So when he got all of their powers, except for the roach, he did not do anything with that roach. He's like, "Nah, you can go back."
Oh, why not? Stop him.
No, no, he's like, I ain't getting you. At least he got the one that he lost in the beginning. And then when he got all of those powers, he became them. Like his body wasn't the same.
Mm-mm.
And it was just like, but another thing is that Steven was trying to fight for Christine, but then all of a sudden it cuts off to the other Steven where Wong told him, hey, he's like, yeah, this is the anniversary of her death. It's been a year and stuff like that. And he's like, you want some tea? He's like, yeah, sure, let's go get some tea. And I'm like, oh, there's two different Stevens. And the ancient one said that she split him apart because he was able to save the universe because himself he was like, from who? And she was like, from yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And because yourself is trying so hard to stop from Christina from dying, and it's up to you to stop it. So he had all the powers on him to be strong enough to stop him, but he wasn't able to stop him.
Yeah, he stole
So
power from the other gods. I think
yeah,
those were like known
and
gods
then
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
the gods and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then himself stole his power because he needed the rest of it so that
Mm-hmm.
he can become supreme, like supreme, all powerful, so that he'll be able to save time. So when they went to the accident where Christine was supposed to die, he was able to save her, but she didn't want him because he looked like a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that the Watcher, because Steven recognized the Watcher when he was doing all the stuff where he's trying to get all the gods' powers. And when the Earth was about to get destroyed, he asked the Watcher to help him, and he was like, "No, I can't help you. You got this yourself. You did this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna float right back into space because you did all this by yourself."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "No, no," and then all of a sudden it ended.
Yeah, this is the first time that we see an interaction with the Watcher who's been narrating this whole
Mm-hmm.
series.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Steven, Strange Supreme, it's just interesting. It was his evil twin.
Yeah, it was his evil
So
son. It's his
yeah,
evil
and
self,
then the earth
basically.
was starting to just dissolve. Like
Yes.
everybody was dissolving from his actions.
Yes.
And I like what the Watcher was saying. He was like, even if I wanted to intervene, I can't. Because
Mm-hmm.
he's like, there's other universes I have to look after.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you have to face the consequences of your actions, basically.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
And everything of the earth just kind of collided in this little dome
Yeah, a little dumb. Yeah.
crystal. And then it was him and Christine.
Yeah.
What was sad was he did all that stuff, right?
Right.
He stole all his power from the other gods.
Mm-hmm.
He was split in half. Is all this stuff he went through, and she still died.
Yep.
And like they were saying, it's inevitable.
Yep.
Yeah. And then she was like, "What did you do?" And she just dissolved slowly in his arms, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "I'm so sorry."
Mm-hmm. He didn't
And
even listen to
the
himself.
universe is gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Himself was trying to tell him, it is meant to be. Don't
Mhm.
worry about it. Christine is gone. She will always be there. It's meant to be. And he was like, no, no, I need to bring her back. He didn't even listen to himself. And that's the sad part. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
yourself is trying to tell you to stop,
Yeah.
but you're
And the
not
other
stopping.
sorcerer he went to, Benai, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm.
But he was dying.
Yeah.
And I'm the evil twin or strange supreme, I think that's what they called him. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, let me use the eye of Dormammu to help you. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, no. He's like, even in our universe, we know that when our time is up, it's up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we accept our fate.
Right.
But this Stephen couldn't accept his fate. And it just reminded me of like grief. Like this
Mm-hmm.
whole episode just reminded me of grief. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we don't face grief, from a
Mhm.
loved one, it just manifests, or even something from our past.
Mhm.
It just manifests and it just destroys us from within.
Mhm.
And all the relationships we have dissolve.
Mhm.
It's like what happened to Steve Strange, and who slash Strange Supreme. He did. He went through great lengths. There was um, a slight chance he could change
Mhm.
absolute in
Mhm.
time, like from the spell of absorption. Like he
Mhm.
conjure up all the gods
Mhm.
and take their powers
Mhm.
and be all powerful. Like got
Yeah.
obsessed with power and control.
And not realizing the consequence of those actions for doing those things.
Oh
Just
yeah.
because you're trying so hard to bring back your love doesn't mean it's going to come back the same way that you want it to be. And it's still because it's her death was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want to believe it. He was like, no, I know how to time travel. I know how to fix this. I am going to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he tried to fix it, she died anyways because she
Yeah,
dissolved
right in his arms.
right in his arms.
Yeah, and like you said, when she came back, when he brought her back, she didn't even
Mm-hmm.
recognize him because he looked like this beast. He just manifested all the different gods. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like 3, 4 eyes on his head. He had like
Uh-huh.
these Cthulhu wings, and
Uh-huh.
he was like, "It's me." She's like, "Oh, get the hell away from me."
Yeah. And it's like, you are nah. That
Oh,
is
I'm sorry about
disgusting.
my appearance. It's still me. Don't you recognize me? She's like,
She's like,
"No,
no, no, I don't want this.
uh-uh,
And he's like, what? I
that
did
looks
all of this for
affected."
you.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
That episode was just really sad, but very profound.
Yes.
It's like if Steve is, yeah, because it's like he was always meant to be Sorcerer Supreme,
Uh-huh.
but
But not
it's
that
just,
supreme.
yeah, it's just interesting how it turned from like his hands, like in the
Mm-hmm.
accident he lost his hands. What he
Yeah.
um prized the most was the work he did with his hands,
Mm-hmm.
to what he holds dearest to him is his loved one.
Mm-hmm. And
And
I
he
just
was
thought it was interesting how much it changed from the movie. Because in the movie,
love
yeah, he
when he
did.
the watch
Yeah,
interfere.
yeah.
Yeah, he
But the
said,
watcher
"You're a
was like,
god, please."
and he was like, nah,
No. And
nah.
even, the watcher was talking to us and he was like, "Oh, I wish I could intervene, but if I do, it's going to set a ripple effect to the other
Mm-hmm.
universes
Versus,
that I'm
yeah.
watching over.
Uh-huh.
So I will just have to let this play out." Like he was just telling us, the audience,
That,
there's nothing I can do, and I just have to let this play out.
mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, well, and he just flied on up into space.
Mm.
But it's just interesting how this, like, I guess, wasn't it in the movie that him and Christine was having problems with
Yeah,
their
they're
marriage?
ex. They're
Yeah,
ex
they were ex.
boyfriend and girlfriend, and they were
Uh-huh.
sort of trying to. I guess they was sort of gonna get back together, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
really definite.
Right. So I it just like it's just interesting how this story played out from the movie. So
That time loop, that was really sad, really painful
yeah,
to watch. Like he was just every scenario.
every sooner
He
like
was
when
like,
he
no,
he
and
left
he was
her
like,
at the
let me drive.
yeah,
Yeah,
because he left her there at the building. He just
yeah.
drove off. All of a sudden, that building blew up.
Mm-hmm.
He she drove. All of a sudden, she still died from driving. He decided to not go around the car, and here comes another driver coming behind him and hit them on the really hard in the back of the car, and they still crash. It's like no matter what he did, trying to make sure that she didn't die from the crash or she didn't die at all, because I guess they went to the bar and had pizza. She choked to death and died.
Mm.
Like he or when they was out together, here comes a person with a gun, he shot and killed her. You know, no matter how hard he tried to stop it, it still happened. But
Yeah.
it was just every single death was different, minus the
Mhm.
car accidents.
Wow. Yeah. Oh goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even the
Steve just
Sorcerer Supreme can't change time.
no, yeah, the monster version of the Sorcerer Supreme couldn't
Mhm.
change time.
Mhm.
So after he saved her or brought her back to life from the accident, she's still dissolved, you know? And it's just like, Steven, no matter what you do, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah.
You killed
Wow.
the Ancient One. You decided to bring yourself inside of you to become almighty and powerful. Everybody turned into like this mystic goo,
Mhm.
black goo,
Mhm.
just bring the love of your life back, but she turns into that too.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? And now you're all alone in this world
Oh
by
wow. Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. He was alone as the universe dissolved with
Yeah.
him in it too.
Uh-huh. Now
Wow.
you're all alone. You have nobody.
Oh dear. Yeah.
And it's like, and it's just interesting. It's like, you know, Thanos, he was only one to destroy half of the universe.
Mhm.
But Steven destroyed the
Universe.
universe.
Wow.
So he was worse.
Mhm. Wow. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting when I was looking at Stephen Supreme. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I guess that can be a temptation for him, like
Mm-hmm.
to become an all powerful sorcerer. Like
Mm-hmm.
if Stephen doesn't stay balanced, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how the second Doctor Strange movie will be.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't stay balanced in his power, he could go off the edge and become a Dormammu. Like
Yeah.
he could, like what we see is like a glimpse of how Steven can become if he loses his balance.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't center himself and figure
Right.
out what his purpose is.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
so sad.
It is, but yeah, it like I said, I like the concept.
Me too.
Just taking all the movies so far, all the movies we've seen, and just
Mm-hmm.
like shifting the characters around.
Yeah.
What would happen if this happened? What would happen if we put this person there? And I like the concept of the watcher as a narrator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Yeah, I keep hearing people calling him King the Conqueror.
interesting.
And I was just like, why is he calling, you know, I don't know, but I guess I have to watch it again to see why they keep bringing up King the
Hmm.
Conqueror in this episode. I need to double check that. So
I wonder if they're bringing it up from the last Loki episode.
probably, but I'll send
Mhm.
you the link so we
Okay,
can do
cool.
research together about it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yay, we did it.
Yay, we hit an hour. It wasn't over an hour. Yay.
Yay! Yay for us.
Yay. Woot
Woo!
woot.
Yeah, but next Friday we're gonna do episode 5. We just have to
Yes.
kind of catch up with the Marvel What If episodes. That's why we did 1 through 4.
Yeah, because we was doing other stuff, and then last week my daughter got sick, so
Mm,
I had to take the night off.
yeah,
So
but she's well. She's
yes, she is
doing better.
well now. She found a new character to watch on
Oh,
her
okay,
tablet.
awesome.
Um, and she is going around saying Elmo, Elmo,
Mm,
Murray, Murray, Abby, Abby,
mm-hmm.
and Zita, Zita.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, those are all the characters from Sesame Street. If those you don't know.
Oh, okay. So, as an anime blurred or a
Mm-hmm.
nerd, what
Mm-hmm.
anime would you start her off with?
Well, I was trying to start her off with Sailor Moon,
Of course.
but she really wasn't interested.
What?
I yeah.
Take this child back.
But the thing is like I play the song. on my phone because my phone, it has a ringtone, but it's like a musical. When you remember the music box,
Mm-hmm.
it was a music box version. So whenever my phone goes off, she will dance to it.
Okay.
So I was telling my husband that you will have to watch Sailor Moon with her, and he would just look at me. He's like, I'm like, you can do it. You don't have to. She's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to watch stuff that's not really girly. But if she wants to watch something that is girly, you know, as a father, you have to do it
This is
regardless.
true. This is
That's just like the tea parties. If she
true.
says,
We will have to
"Daddy, you
do
need to
that.
drink this tea,"
You
you
drink
better
it
drink
too.
that tea.
Yeah. You
So,
put that hat on your head.
yeah. Oh, PJ got the music box
So
version as his
Sailor
ringtone.
Moon.
Yeah. The more you know. See? It's Have you heard it? Have you heard that version?
Are you talking to me or PJ?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
I I want to say I have, but
Okay, I'll send you the link.
okay. Thank
PJ probably sent it before me, but I'll send you the link.
you. Yeah. Sailor Moon Club.
Woot woot, Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
But I probably was,
we have to do a Sailor Moon show then.
yeah. Well, the thing is that there's other stuff that I
One
want to show her.
episode, one favorite episode. I know there's like 100 episodes of Sailor Moon.
Oh, there's a lot. I
Yes.
know there's a couple other stuff that I want to show her, but some of them are not for her age.
No.
So I might have to do Pokemon, Sailor Moon, all the other ones that are like for kids her age.
What about
Because most of, huh?
Studio Ghibli?
Yes.
The Cat Returns or My
Hmm.
Neighbor Totoro?
Oh, my neighbor. She took my Totoro. My friend made me a Totoro plushie, and she's like, mine. She took it
Oh.
away from me.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, but he's blue. I asked her to make him blue because that's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
So she made him blue for me. So, but Kaylin took it from me,
Oh,
and she also took all of my Pokemon plushies.
oh,
She
dear.
took all of my Sailor Moon plushies.
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
so she's an undercover anime nerd.
Yes.
But she
Good.
just rather watch Sesame Street right now.
Okay, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she's like Animal Crossing. So whenever I was playing Animal Crossing, she gets excited about it.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. We'll get her there.
Yes.
We'll get her there. Cool.
Slowly.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, she's gonna be an anime nerd by the time we're through with her.
Yeah. She's gonna be an anime nerd, Florida State fan, and another football team fan because, yeah.
And running for Congress. Got it.
Yes. But my father-in-law says she should run for president.
Okay, sure. Why not?
My husband said no.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess that settles that then.
Yeah, Congress. He's just scared for her. It's just him.
Scary time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's our show.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, we did it. Yeah.
Yay.
Next Friday, we're going to review episode 5 of Marvel's What If, which should be pretty good because I think there's 9 episodes in this series.
I think so, but I just can't wait to the zombie version. I always wanted them to do zombies. I'm sorry.
There is a Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. So I'm super excited. So I can't wait to see what they do.
Yay. But yeah.
That might be the last episode. So
that's going to be all. People are going to lose their shit. If they see Marvel Zombies, they're like, oh, finally.
Yeah, I was just really hoping that Chris Evans, he can be the voice of his zombie self, but I doubt it. It'll be cool.
No, he should come back.
Yeah. He's no longer my boo, but yeah, someone else got him.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Yeah. She can have him.
Thank. I'm just kidding.
No, I don't call her that. She's cool. She's one of us. She's one of
Chris
us.
Evans.
It's okay. I got my own version, kind of.
Boom.
The only thing is he doesn't have America's ass. Sorry.
So you can catch us before Tamara get in trouble. You can catch. I'm trying to save Tamara. You can catch our YouTube channel, Two Blurred Girls Podcast, and
Yes.
catch us on Facebook because this episode will be uploaded later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm trying to save her. I'm trying to save her from her husband's wrath.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. He's just a
Uh-huh.
cancer. He's fine. He's
Tell me
good.
about it. Boom.
Boom. He's good. He still
Virgo
loves me.
season.
Virgo. I
Oh,
love my husband.
yes. So Instagram, we are two blur girls underscore podcast.
Yes.
Oh, I got it right. Okay. Yay. And
Yay.
you can on Twitch, we're Two Blurred Girls Podcast. So follow us there on
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
And Twitter.
and Twitter as well.
Yeah.
We're
We're
Blurred
blurred
Two
two
Girls
girls
on
on
Twitter.
Twitter. Mm-hmm.
Yes, follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And our audio podcast, you want to tell them about that?
We're on Apple, Google
Mhm.
Play,
Mhm.
Spotify,
Yes.
and I think it's Goodpods.
Yes.
And the main one starts with an A.
Anchor.
Anchor. I am
Yes.
so sorry, Anchor. I got the mom brain. I can't remember
It's
things.
fine. Yeah. But yeah, Goodpods actually recommended our episode High on the Hog. If
Which
you've
was
seen
very
that,
shocking to me.
yeah, if you've seen that, you can go visit our video, which is on our YouTube page. And if
Mm-hmm.
you are following us on Goodpods, or you want to go on Goodpods, you can go and listen to the episode there or
Mm-hmm.
wherever podcasts are streaming.
Yes. So just letting you guys know, and like in our older videos, you guys could have hear echo noises and everything. On my end, I'm trying my best that you won't hear the much echoing. My office is not closed off with the
Mm-hmm.
wall,
Mm-hmm.
so that's going to be a long time for that to happen.
Oh yeah,
So I
yeah.
had to kick everyone out. I was like, y'all gotta go, gotta turn off the TV and everything. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And we, as our podcasts grow, we'll get better,
mm-hmm.
audio and equipment. But
Mm-hmm.
this is what we have right now, and we're
Mm-hmm.
bringing you the passion and just yeah,
Yeah, we're just here having a good time.
yeah. And we hope you have a good time with us
Yes.
as you listen. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
tell your friends, tell them how cool we are to
Mm-hmm.
follow and like us on all our platforms.
Yes.
And any last words?
Um, Go Knowles.
You would.
We got a game Sunday, so go Knowles.
Yes. Yes. Go Florida State.
Woots woots.
Woo, woo. All right. Well, we're going to go now.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.